Good morning, Nova here, June 18th, 2026, and welcome to your morning AI and IT news. Today's big theme is simple. AI is moving out of the demo phase and into real systems. That means companies are suddenly obsessed with three things at once: safety before launch, infrastructure that can keep up with AI-written code, and tools that make agents actually useful at work. We're also seeing a sharp reminder that old security problems do not disappear just because everyone is chasing the next model. So let's get into the stories shaping what AI looks like in the real world. AI. OpenAI tests model behavior before launch with deployment simulation. OpenAI has introduced deployment simulation, a pre-release evaluation method that uses real conversation data and simulated rollout conditions to predict how a model may behave after launch. The goal is to spot failures, unsafe patterns, and policy gaps before a model reaches broad public use. OpenAI says the method improves evaluation accuracy compared with lab-only testing because it reflects how people actually talk, prompt, and push systems in production. That matters right now because AI companies are under pressure to ship fast, while regulators and enterprise buyers want proof that models will behave reliably outside benchmarks. Simulated deployment could become a new standard for launch readiness, especially for customer support, coding, and education tools where edge cases pile up fast. For developers and businesses, better pre-launch testing may mean fewer surprise regressions and safer enterprise adoption. Watch for whether OpenAI shares this framework more broadly through its API and safety tooling. Ever heard of distribution shift? It means a model often performs differently in the real world than in testing because live user behavior, topics, and misuse attempts do not match clean evaluation data. Developer. OpenAI to acquire ONA for persistent enterprise agent workflows. OpenAI plans to acquire ONA, a startup focused on secure, persistent cloud environments for AI agents. The deal is aimed at expanding codecs, so agents can keep state, run longer jobs, and operate across enterprise workflows without losing context every session. In plain English, this helps AI move from quick answers to actually doing multi-step work over time. That is a big shift. Most coding and task agents still feel temporary. They can generate output, but they struggle with persistence, permissions, and secure execution in real business systems. ONA's technology could help OpenAI offer always-on agent environments for software builds, internal ops, and document-heavy processes. For companies, this could make OpenAI more competitive with Microsoft GitHub, Anthropic-powered developer tools, and startups building agent infrastructure. For developers, it may mean better long-running automation tied to repositories, tickets, and cloud systems. Ever heard of persistent state? It means software remembers its environment, files, and progress across sessions, which is essential if an AI agent is supposed to work like a real teammate instead of a one-shot chatbot. LLM. Google's DiffusionGemma promises text generation at 4x speed. Google has introduced DiffusionGemma, a text model architecture that reportedly delivers up to 4 times faster generation than conventional autoregressive systems in some settings. Instead of producing one token at a time in strict sequence, diffusion-style text generation can refine drafts in parallel, which may reduce latency and improve throughput on the right hardware. Why this matters now is that AI demand is colliding with compute cost. Faster generation is not just about convenience. It affects serving costs, battery life on edge devices, and whether smaller companies can afford advanced models at scale. If diffusion methods become practical for text, they could challenge one of the core assumptions behind today's large language model stack. For developers, the key question is quality versus speed. For cloud providers, it is whether this lowers inference cost enough to change pricing. Watch benchmarks, open model releases, and hardware optimization details closely. Ever heard of autoregressive generation? That is the standard method where a model writes one token after another, each step depending on the last. It is powerful, but often slower and harder to parallelize. Generative AI. Gemini 3.5 Live Translate brings near real-time voice translation. Google is rolling out Gemini 3.5 Live Translation across Google AI Studio, Google Translate, and Google Meet, adding near real-time voice translation with more natural pacing and speech flow. The emphasis is not just accuracy, but conversational feel. That means fewer robotic pauses, better turn-taking, and translations that sound more like an actual person speaking. This matters because voice is becoming the next major AI interface. Text translation is already mature, but live multilingual conversation is still awkward in business meetings, customer support, and travel. If Google can make spoken translation feel smooth enough, it strengthens Android, Workspace, and Meet all at once. For consumers, this could make cross-language calls much less stressful. For enterprises, it could reduce friction in global teams. For developers, AI Studio Access hints at custom real-time language apps. The big thing to watch is latency, accent handling, and privacy controls for live audio. Ever heard of latency? It is the delay between speaking and hearing the translated result. In live conversation, even small delays can make people interrupt each other and make the exchange feel unnatural. Gadgets. NVIDIA opens XR AI beta for AR glasses and multimodal agents. NVIDIA has put XR AI into public beta, giving developers a framework to build multimodal AI agents for AR glasses and other XR devices. The platform is designed to combine vision, audio, spatial awareness, and language, so an agent can understand what a wearer sees, hears, and asks in real time. That matters because smart glasses have been waiting for a truly useful software layer. Hardware keeps improving, but people still need a reason to wear it. AI agents that can identify objects, guide workflows, summarize surroundings, or assist field workers may finally provide that reason. NVIDIA's timing is smart as the industry pushes toward lightweight wearable computing beyond phones. For developers, this opens a path to build hands-free interfaces for logistics, healthcare, manufacturing, and accessibility. For the broader market, it raises pressure on Apple, Meta, Google, and Qualcomm ecosystems to make XR software more practical, not just flashy. Ever heard of multimodal? It means an AI system can process more than one kind of input, like speech, images, and location together, instead of treating every task as text alone. Security. Fortinet firewall users reportedly hit in large credential-based campaign. A Russian-speaking cybercriminal group is reportedly targeting major companies using Fortinet firewalls and VPNs, allegedly compromising tens of thousands of devices through previously known passwords at scale. That is exactly why this story matters. In cybersecurity, old credentials are often as dangerous as new vulnerabilities. Fortinet products are heavily used by enterprises, governments, and service providers worldwide, so any broad campaign can quickly become a supply chain and remote access issue. If attackers gain footholds on perimeter devices, they can monitor traffic, steal credentials, or move deeper into networks. For IT teams, the immediate watch items are password rotation, MFA enforcement, firmware review, and log analysis for unusual VPN access. For the market, this reinforces spending on identity security and managed detection. Ever heard of credential stuffing? It is when attackers reuse stolen or known usernames and passwords at scale, betting that organizations failed to rotate them after earlier leaks or incidents. Cloud. AWS launches a self-learning context layer for enterprise AI agents. AWS has announced AWS Context, a new knowledge graph service that automatically builds relationships across enterprise data and improves over time based on how agents use it. Alongside it, Amazon made S3 annotations generally available and previewed AWS Glue data catalog skill assets. Together, AWS is pitching a full context intelligence stack for AI agents. The idea is important. AI agents are only as useful as the context they can access. Today, companies spend huge efforts stitching together data stores, business rules, and permissions. AWS wants that context layer to be learned automatically instead of manually curated forever. For enterprises already on S3, Glue, and Lake Formation, the pitch is less integration work and better governance. For developers, it could mean agents that retrieve more accurate internal knowledge with identity-aware access controls. The big question is performance and trust in inferred relationships. Ever heard of a knowledge graph? It is a way of mapping how data points connect, like customers, products, teams, and rules, so software can reason across relationships instead of searching isolated files. Cloud. Railway raises $100 million to build AI-native cloud infrastructure. Railway, the San Francisco cloud platform popular with developers, has raised $100 million in Series B funding led by TQ Ventures. The company says it now has 2 million developers, processes more than 10 million deployments a month, and handles over 1 trillion edge requests. Railway argues its platform is built for the age of AI coding tools, with deployment times under 1 second instead of the multi-minute workflows common in traditional cloud setups. Why this matters is that AI is changing infrastructure expectations. When tools like ChatGPT, Claude, and Cursor can generate code in seconds, waiting minutes to deploy becomes a serious bottleneck. Railway is betting that developers want simpler, faster, more usage-based cloud systems, rather than hyperscaler complexity. For startups, that is very appealing. For AWS, Google Cloud, and Azure, it is an early warning that developer loyalty can shift when AI changes workflow speed. Watch enterprise adoption, reliability, and whether rivals copy the pricing model. Ever heard of developer velocity? It is the speed at which teams can build, test, deploy, and iterate. Faster velocity often means lower costs, quicker product launches, and more room for experimentation. Hey, Nova here. So, the pattern today is pretty clear. The AI race is no longer just about bigger models. It is about whether those models are safe before release, useful inside real company systems, fast enough to feel invisible, and secure enough not to become a new liability. At the same time, cloud and device makers are redesigning their stacks around agents, voice, and always-on automation. That is exciting, but it also raises the bar for trust, governance, and resilience. Thanks for spending part of your morning with me. All right, catch me again tomorrow. Have a great day out there.